Jai Shri Ram. So, thank you for such a kind introduction. और जितने ये आप गिफ्ट्स दिए हैं, हाँ, I have to make a separate bag for it. No. This is a different kind of economics, it looks. Huh? So, Dhanyavad Balaji and the entire team for hosting this, and Yuvaka Sangha for sharing this space for the people of Bangalore. And I think there are people from other places as well who have come traveled for hearing this. Before we begin with what kind of what we call as the Sanatan economics model, we need to discuss about what all things have happened with this country, unfortunately, in the name of borrowing the templates from foreign nations, despite knowing it that the level of state advancement which our ancestors had achieved, that we not just chose to ignore what they had achieved, we pushed the entire generations of people into adopting formats and designs which were ill-defined, ill-destined, and imposed not just on our people, but we seem to have learned to celebrate those models not just by insulting what was ours, but taking pride in insulting what was ours. So that's altogether another level of colonization. Well, the British might have left in 1947. Those formats still continue to colonize the people. So much so that any new theories that come up in any domains come up with the same traces of colonization over and over again. In the last 2 days, what I've seen of Bangalore, even in the previous visit, and what I see people talking about this city, you clearly understand traces of what is lost in this city. I just now came to know 2,000 lakes. 2,000 lakes, and these were interconnected lakes. And the city never had any kind of a water related matter. Now, when you go to the root of this, you'll come to know an entire bunch and generation of architects and design people. You imagine the amount of colonization that they would have had, that instead of looking at what our temperature is, what our climate is, what the water flows are, what the animals need, what the birds need, where will our food supply come from, without calculating any of these, they just simply cut, copy, pasted straight buildings and imposed onto the city. And when they face the outcome of this, what I call as an Abrahamic economic model, when they face the outcome, an entire gang of climate activists will come up. अब बहुत ग्लोबल वार्मिंग हो गया है, बहुत क्लाइमेट पोल्यूट हो रहा है. Then an entire gang of animal rights activists will come up. Then an entire gang of food related activists will come up. So when you see these dissections of how capitalism has influenced the way we operate, and when the effects of this extreme capitalism trickle down to our life, then the entire gangs of communism will come up as a victim of this extreme capitalism. While we completely ignore the Sanatan economics model of how we should be going about with our things. So when you build something, when our ancestors built something, what were the calculations they were doing? From astrology to the Vedic science, Vastu Shastra, making it sure that any kind of human activity that we do does not harm any of the natural flows, be it of water, be it of food supply, be it of mineral supply, be it animal kingdom, all kinds of living beings. And then we plant something for ourselves. That is the Sanatan economics model of architecture. That all that nature has provided to us, all those elements have to work in favor of us without us damaging or injuring them. This is the Sanatan economics model. Now, what is the kind of architecture? What we are doing is, despite the fact that we do not have any sunlight issue, we are just copy pasting those glass buildings. And when you enter those glass buildings, very surprising, it's completely AC. But it's locked from every side. These buildings are locked, choked from every single side. And then there are all kinds of patients coming out of it. With different kinds of issues. And an entire industry built out of those mental health and physical health patients. After keeping yourself stuck within completely closed buildings for 10 hours a day, and then you are surprised why you are a patient. There's no ventilation of air, no ventilation, no sunlight, nothing. So when you see this things happening, this is just about architecture. You think about the domain of law. And people would agree what is happening with the judiciary in the country. In fact, what judiciary is doing with the country, to be precise. Instead of country doing to the judiciary, what judiciary is doing to the country. And this is the land where law and justice used to be instant. And it used to be so effective that this was the only civilization which was the least crime people. Not just because of dharma, but also the way that justice was being delivered with that ancient Bharat model. And those used to be people who were groomed right from young age with those dharmic values. Right? No amount of technology, no amount of education can solve the matter of crimes. Because unless and until the human being is built with those dharmic values, there will be misuse of all kinds of power that people get. So it is the prime responsibility of this country to see to it that we maintain the ancient Bharat parenting model. And I've been speaking on and off on my videos about how parenting should be. And it is very surprising with the kind of concepts that are running among the youngsters, especially when you see those Instagram reels. What kind of future this country has with this kind of parenting that is to come. Imagine girls making this kind of Instagram reels just for views tomorrow when her children are going to see those reels. What do you think will be the outcome? In the name of whatever the freedom tell you that you talk about, you imagine Chhatrapati Shivaji or Rani Lakshmi Bai watching this generation's Instagram reels. Just imagine. He'll take out his sword. And he will wonder, should he even fight the invaders? This is the level of freedoms that people want to enjoy in the next generation, where the parents are totally clueless where their children are. And some of them have no clue whether they want to have children, don't want to have children, what exactly they want to do. They want to live with a dog or a cat. Because the poor thing cannot speak your language. You're not bound by any law. You got the money, you bought the animal. You feel you will feed it when you like. You lock the animal when you like. Just because you got money to buy it. You got money to buy a living animal. Because you're not able to do with humans anymore. Because he speaks your language. Well, if that is the only issue which is stopping the sustainability of marriages, then I have to suggest Russian girls or Japanese girls if language is the issue. समझ में आ रहा है language? If that is the problem why marriages are not continuing, let's bring someone who doesn't know your language. आधा टाइम लैंग्वेज समझने में जाएगा तो मैटर प्रॉब्लम नहीं. There's no problem. ठीक है, पहले तो लैंग्वेज ही डिकोड करते रहेंगे आधे टाइम. फाइटिंग का स्कोप ही नहीं. बेटर देन अ डॉग एंड अ कैट. So when we talk about building a society over a Sanatan economics model, and by the way, the gift that I've got, Gaumata. The other day I was talking to some of the builders, architects and designers in Gujarat, and I was like, भाई तुम parking के लिए कार का space दे रहे हो, why can't you give a Gaumata per flat? What's the problem? In any which case, the amount of milk that is consumed in this country every day and the amount of milk that is actually produced. What do you think what you are consuming? If you go to a vendor in any of the city, the amount of cheese he is putting on it, and if you take out the cost of the product and the cost of the cheese, you can realize what you are eating. Right? And if this goes on like this, I'm very confident that the builders will have to give one Gaumata with a flat. There will be no other option. So when we talk about building a Sanatan economics model, we need to come back to a sustainable lifestyle. Not a lifestyle of blind spending. And yesterday there was Prime Minister's speech, indirectly maybe answering the fellow in the White House who's gone totally nuts. So what he's saying is, start consuming Make in India. And this is not the first time. The last visit he had in Gujarat, all three speeches he was very clear, buy only Indian stuff. And this time he has mentioned that the world economy is in a problem. This is the first time he is mentioning it clearly that the world economy is in shambles. Please prefer make in India products. It is very clear the direction in which the world economy is going, the kind of disorder, the countries are going to behave haphazard. Because the leader of the world, so-called leader of the world, themselves have no clue what they are going to do. You imagine what the rest of the countries of the world are going to do with respect to their trade policies when this disruption begins. And here in this city, the immediate implication, I was talking to some people yesterday, the city will start breathing at least when these people go back to their original locations, especially the IT sector. Immediate implication with the real estate in the city. And thankfully so, when people realize that this concept of a savings based lifestyle, because as I keep on saying, Bharat is the only country which is saying that you are the soul and body is just a vehicle, which means you have life cycles. This is the only country which is saying this, while the rest of the world is saying you are the body, soul is just a vehicle. They all are talking about one life concept, which is why their economic models are consumption and spending based, whereas our economic model is purely savings based lifestyle. Because we are going to take care of at least two generations, the previous generation and the next generation. They do not believe in any kind of relationships. Let me put it very brutally. They do not believe in any kind of relationships. That is how they have designed the structure of their law as well. If I am to give you an example of how law is being weaponized in this Abrahamic economics model, they do not care about your relationships or what the implication of law is going to be after that verdict is being given. If you are going to think that the constitution document is going to provide you a good husband or a wife, it is not happening. They can provide you good alimony. That itself is becoming a model, by the way. So the law is designed in a way where you can only get compensation. Your rights are already snatched from you. The incident has already happened. The police, the judiciary, the state, the constitution can only give you compensation. The fundamental flaw with this document that it is mentioning rights. And people have assumed that when crisis will knock their doors, especially the single woman, the glass ceiling todne wala woman section, they think that the state will come to rescue. Like, really? Why it is so important that we stand surviving today is because all our great grandmothers had to do Balika Vadu to keep us surviving today. They had to go through Balika Vadu so that you and me are able to breathe today. And why do they have to do Balika Vadu? To face those Islamic invasions? Because their mothers did not give the right number of birth rates that should be for their safety, which is why the next generation had to do Balika Vadu. Do you realize how much important the birth rates are? 95% of internal security is birth rates. Repeating again, 95% of the internal security of the nation is birth rates. No police is going to come door to door. They will come after the crisis. Why it is so important and wise for parents to ensure that their daughters are married in that particular age range. And if they are not, what are the consequences for their daughters in the future? And Balaji was, by the way, mentioning Sanjeev ji. So I should mention here that it's not like that somebody would read and that's why somebody would know what should happen. You got to understand that when we talk about the role of dharma in economics, that we have very few people. I was just discussing with sir that we have very few people, Guru Murthy ji, Sanjeev Sanyal, a little bit my contribution, and then you have Kanaga Sabhapati sir. Only 4, 5, 6 people you can count on fingers who talk about what the role of dharma in economics is. So this as a concept of Sanatan economics cannot be kept restricted to myself. Tomorrow Jaishankar ji will not be there. Tomorrow Sanjeev Sanyal would not be there. So what kind of institutional backup that we need to leave after we are going? It cannot be that only 4 and 5 people are going to talk like this, who are going to talk about what ancient Bharat used to be and how we put up a roadmap to achieve it. Which is why this formation of this group is so important, that not just that you trickle down this thought process across your family members and relatives. We want thousands of Ankit Shahs. We can't be restricting ourselves as a country कि मैंने कुछ thought डाला है बस ताली बजा दी. No, that cannot happen. We will require the next generation of students to do research on Sanatan economics to a point where they are going to bring even more better ideas than myself. That is the direction that we need to go, which is why the formation of this kind of community groups is so important. And each one of these big thinkers that we have in the country today, with a decolonized thought process, they need to have proper institutional backup, which will generate this kind of thinkers over and over again across the century. And it is going to be your role to see to it that you transfer this thought process to the next generation, so that next generation does not fall into the same pit with a wrong GDP formula or a per capita index imposed on them from somebody coming from the West. We need a Bharat where youngsters go outside Bharat and bang the table and say, well, who are you to teach us? These are the concepts we've brought from Dharma. That is the confidence we want in our next generation. To tell them the entire wisdom of the life cycle to that bunch of people who are making models just for one life, and they don't know, they will be gone with one cat and dog. And that is the kind of demographic replacement which is happening right now in front of us in Europe. The radicals are inside their homes and telling them that we are the owners of this property. And you get lost. Illegal non-citizen radicals, youngsters inside their properties are threatening the old aged citizens and saying, this is now our property. Based on what? Birth rates. Simple birth rates. Now, this is not what Dr. Shah is saying that, oh, we need to become a breeding machine. No, that is not what I'm saying. What I am saying is, are you going to have the continuity of the wealth that you are building? Or you are thinking that you will have to run away from that area. You build that area to a point and brought the wealth numbers to a point, and a certain section of illegals are conquering that area, and you have to run away. You build that area to a property of 40 lakh to 4 crore, and then you are being conquered, and then you have to run away from there. Is that the kind of growth that you want? Is a question that you have to ask yourselves. So if you are not going to build the birth rates which will continue the possession and the maintenance of that wealth, remember what is going to happen 20 years down the line. Those new mandirs that you are building will be demolished, and then next 30 years those murtis will come from the ground. Is that the kind of growth model do we want, where we are building the new infrastructure and they are watching you build, and some Friday your property is already being assigned a new owner, and you realize it after 10 years that this guy was regularly visiting my home for repairing something. You don't even know that your property is already allocated to a specific person in the community on some Friday 5 years back. You don't even know that. While you continue with your spending thrift, imagine what is the fault of those mothers of UP and Bihar. Why only those ladies have to take care of the security of the nation? Why? Why should even only those ladies cut their spending and ensure the birth rates for the entire country? And the women of all other states need to have a new mobile phone and a new laptop on a new vacation every 6 months. What is the fault of those mothers of UP and Bihar? That they are maintaining the birth rates for your security. And how long can this go? Imagine the state of Uttar Pradesh and the leader that they have got. 10 years down the line, their birth rates will also be gone. Because unfortunately, with this Western template of growth, people have come to realize that we need to only spend money. And if that goes replicated in UP and Bihar as well, who's going to save? And it cannot be a bigger curse to your child that you are leaving that child alone in this world. There cannot be. Better don't give birth. If you are going to give birth to a single child, please don't do it. Please. Spare the horror to that child. Don't do it. Because tomorrow you will be gone. And that single child will face the torture of each and every person. Each and every person, from neighbor to friends to companies to government, each and every person is going to abuse that single child despite having wealth numbers. Please don't leave your child alone in this world. Please don't. He is going to be tortured, I can tell you that. Nobody will spare him. Everybody is going to exploit that person. Somebody who has nobody is going to be exploited by everybody. So if we are to build a Sanatan economics model, understand how important the growth of children is in the presence of their grandparents. Do not underestimate the role of grandparents in an Indian family unit. Parents are not equipped to transfer emotional quotient to the children. Only the grandparents can do it. And students, children who lack emotional quotient, these are the ones who say, I have depression. I'm going to jump from the third floor. At the slightest hint of any crisis, they just jump. This is a proof that that child is grown in the absence of grandparents. Because you need people with white hair to tell you that no crisis is big enough to break your life. You don't have to take life that seriously, any matter, that you suicide. And why do you have to suicide if that child is having exposure to dharma? Sanatan Dharma is so beautiful that it is saying that if you are fed up with everything, you can take a diksha. Where do you have to suicide? This is the land which bows down in front of people who leaves all material stuff. The richest people of the country bow down in front of those who leave everything, who do not possess anything. So if at all you feel that life has done too much injustice to you, the shortest and the best route is to take a diksha under a guru. Such a beautiful life. Why do you have to suicide? This shows the lack of dharmic parenting. This shows the lack of guru in the life. This shows the lack of grandparents in their life. You imagine our forefathers, how strong those parents would have been, where each and every child used to feel that my father is my hero and my grandfather is my hero. Today you ask an entire community of parents, how many of you want your child to be like yourself? Not a single hand will come up. You are self-certifying that you are a loser to your child. You are telling the child that probably he is more intelligent than you. In some cases, I have heard that as well. In one such case, I was told the 9-year-old boy will decide which country we want to live. I'm like, you take his consultancy. Why waste my time? So the parents are themselves telling the children that I am a loser. Please don't be like me. You imagine the level of skill that parent has. He doesn't believe that there is anything to pass on to the child. You imagine who all are going to take over the education of this child. What kind of people? People with torn clothes. People like some Khan or an Alia Bhatt who's still a kid, even if the age is 35. Some Instagram influencers taking off clothes. These people are the new heroes of your children because you are telling your children that you are a loser. So there's something fundamentally wrong with the parenting that is going on in this country. Because the falling birth rates itself is a proof that you are acknowledging that there is nothing to be carried forward. There is nothing precious that needs to be carried forward in this country. This is the message you are giving when you don't have birth rates. That's the fundamental thought process. I am a loser. I feel my country is a loser. And there is nothing to be carried forward to the next generation. My ancestors also did nothing. This is the thought process if you have lost the birth rates in the back of your mind. And why has this happened? This has happened particularly because of 10 hours of job. Particularly because of that. So a natural human body who's physically fit, mentally fit, is not designed for 10 hours in a four wall doing things which somebody else tells him to do. That's not a natural frame of human body. It is not. And one of the recommendations that I have for the governance as well is that please start pushing organizations to open up 4-hour shift, 8-hour shift and 12-hour shift. जिसको 4 घंटा में fixed income चाहिए. People who want fixed income, working only 4 hours a day, please open up offices for them. जिसको बहुत पैसे का जरूरत है, let that guy do 12 hours, no problem. Someone in the middle, let that person do 8 hours, no problem. But please open up 4 hours shift in organizations. At least आपका unemployment का data भी नीचे जाएगा. And more than that, what happens? I'll tell you. These guys who are frustrated with 10 hours job, when they come back home, you look at that behavior. उसको जरा सा आपने छेड़ा, he becomes complete Dracula. And the salaried guy, as soon as he faces some crisis, मतलब उसके हिसाब में 5 रुपया भी आगे पीछे हुआ, he is disturbed for the entire month. And what is the benefit of a 4-hour shift? The first benefit for a 4-hour shift is बाकी का टाइम पेरेंटिंग में दे सकते हैं, बाकी का टाइम स्पेंडिंग इकोनॉमी में चला जाए. हाँ, कहीं जाएगा तो स्पेंड होगा पैसा, राइट? अदरवाइज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग राइट नाउ? What is happening right now? The entire bunch of frustrated crowd gets free in the weekend. और जैसे ही फैमिली मेंबर्स एक दूसरे का मुंह देखा, अब अगर आप उसको एक रूम में रखा सबको, all the diseases come out. Suddenly people know each other very much. Like, इतना पहचान तो वीकेंड में ही पता लगता है. Otherwise, हाँ, Monday to Friday the behavior is very good. असली इंसान वीकेंड को निकलता है. एंड व्हेन दे गो आउट, बिकॉज वीकेंड में ही टाइम मिला है, तो दे गो आउट. The crowds everywhere in the weekend. Monday to Friday कोई बिजनेस ही नहीं हो रहा है, और सैटरडे संडे पूरा क्राउड. तो मंडे टू फ्राइडे का जो भी बचा कुचा खाना है, इतने मजे से खाते हैं ये लोग. हाँ, टिप भी देके जाएंगे. No, I prefer Jain food, and the benefit is कि उनको बनाना ही पड़ता है. There is no stock, right? There's a one big benefit of Jain food. They have to prepare it fresh. There's no stock. Health benefit. So, as I said, that, and I've been wondering that if we are to revive back those kind of family unit backup, because if you want to grow a child, you want, education cannot be a punishment. उसको रोते रोते नहीं पढ़ाने का है. It is not a torturing process, which unfortunately it has become. Why is it has to be a torturing process? And why do you have to assess a mark sheet? For what reason? Why can't you make a simple skills sheet? Did he demonstrated the skill? Did he not demonstrated the skill? Yes, no. Why do you have to put numbers? So this entire mafia has created this admission disease. And the parents are scared. And there's a lot of peer pressure in the social groups on the parents. कि मेरा बच्चा उस कंट्री में नहीं जाएगा तो आई एम अ फेलियर. फिर वहां जाके भले टॉयलेट साफ कर रहे हैं, पर वहां स्पेशल टॉयलेट साफ करने. एंड दिस इज पर्टिकुलरली हैपनिंग अमंग द वुमेन्स सर्कल, दैट मेरे को शो ऑफ करने का है. मेरा दोनों बेटा इधर, एक उस कंट्री में गया, दूसरा उस कंट्री में गया, कैसा उसने पैसा वेस्ट किया और अब हम लोन भर रहे हैं. दिस हैज बिकम अ काइंड ऑफ स्टेटस सिंबल. 60, 70, 80, 90 lakhs fees. And look at that kid. He has no clue that his father is putting entire money onto him, his entire life savings onto him. The kid has no clue. You imagine the family relationship after the course completes, and the stress that parent is going to have now that he is also approaching retirement. So first of all, when we want to build this model, this family and community group, you have to ensure that if it is going to cause separation of family members, then what is the cost at which that growth is coming, and what is going to be the future. And yesterday I had answered some of the people. So there was this case where this father came, and the girl had decided a course in UK, 2 crore is the fees. 2 crore. Why do you have to go? Because my best friend. And I asked, because after doing that course, the only kind of work that girl is going to get in UK. So I asked that girl, are you going to live your entire life in UK? Have you already decided that? Socha nahi. This is the answer I got. Then I asked, how many alumni did you ask who has completed this course? उनको कौन सी डोमेन में, कौन सा डेजिग्नेशन में क्या पे मिल रहा है, कौन सी कंट्री में. हाउ मेनी एल्यूमनाइज डिड यू चेक? 2 crores. You imagine the seriousness of the parents. I wonder कि इसमें से ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम किसका है. So this entire attraction to a western template के जिसके पास wealth सबसे ज्यादा है. And by the way, what does that has to do with the mark sheet? In fact, whatever data I have seen, the lesser the numbers in the mark sheet, the more in the bank balance. That is what data says. Okay. Except for the top 1-2% who are at the top management in some companies, their packages. And by the way, even that guy does not have, he only has freedom after 10 hours. He has sold himself for that package. Okay, तो उसके लिए भी 10 hours के बाद ही है. So when somebody is asking me, sir, Sanatan economics model, when you are talking, what is the definition of career? The definition of career is how much non-financial hours you are going to take out from your day. How much time you are able to give to the family, community and the nation. That is career. So if I am to analyze the Ambani family, Nita Ambani has a career, Mukesh Ambani doesn't. Do you understand? She has time for the family, she has time for the community, festival and culture, she has time for the nation. She has a career. The other guy is just collecting. And after the age of 60, what happens with those people who are just collecting? There's going to be an immense frustration that will build up. Because somewhere back of the mind, you do realize that you did not invest time in family relationship, community, nothing. That goes in the back of the mind. You realize post 60. You won't realize before because already you have taken EMIs, so you can't get out of this process. Once you enter the process, especially youngsters, when they ask me about career, the immediate answer is, sir, मैं 3-4 साल पहले जॉब कर लूंगा, then I will start something of my own. मतलब थोड़ा curiosity बचा है, being an Indian, right? थोड़ा curiosity बचा है. And since the parents have savings वाला lifestyle, तो उसको पता भी है कि इतना माल है. तो it's like 3-4 साल पहले मैं जॉब कर लेता हूँ. I will get exposure. This is if you go into a classroom, ask them, they all will raise hand for a job for 3-4 years, then start something of their own. And the reasoning they give is, sir, thoda exposure mil jayega. Then I have to explain them, when you go to companies in a job profile, आपको किसी एक डिपार्टमेंट के पूरे प्रोसेस का 5% वाला काम रिपीट करना है रोज 10 घंटे. At the end of 3 years, it is 100% mental depreciation per annum. Exposure का पता नहीं. If you go to, actually if you get to, you are asked to do some real work, you get exposed. Exposure का तो पता नहीं. Right, so it is fundamentally designed in a way right from the play school कि इसको 4 दीवारी में पैक करके ही रखने का है. मार्केट बिल्कुल समझ में नहीं आना चाहिए इसको. That is how the system is designed. तो प्ले ग्रुप में भी उसको 4 दीवारी में उसको पैक कर, पहले से पैक कर दो, तो उसको आदत पड़ जाए कि 10 घंटा एक डेस्क पे कैसे घुमाने का है. They building a jobber right from the birth. और क्योंकि 23-24 की एज पे that fellow will come out completely blank. वो ऐसे टोपी फेंक रहा है. टोपी उसको पहना दिया गया है, अभी फेंकने से कुछ नहीं होएगा. वो 23 साल से टोपी पहना दिया है, अभी तुम हवा में डालोगे. Doesn't work. Now you have to give interviews only. And after 6 months, the काम वाली बाई will ask, साहब ऑफिस कब जा रहे हो? So it's like, मतलब आपने ग्रेजुएशन हो गया, पार्टी दे दिया, then the maids will stare at you. मतलब आप जा रहे हो नहीं जा रहे हो, कब जा रहे हो? So this is how it's designed right from the parenting. Especially I've seen this in the southern part of Bharat, where the family is designed in a way कि नहीं, उसको बस चुपचाप एक डब्बे में राइस है, एक में सब्जी है, एक डेस्क पे बैठा है और बोल भी नहीं रहा है कि भाई कोई काम नहीं है, व्हाई शुड आई सिट 12 hours. तुमको कोई सीरियस वर्क हो तो मेरे को स्लॉगिंग कराओ, बेवजह में बैठ के क्या करूं? Maybe I can go home early, spend some fathering time, जो fathering हो ही नहीं रहा है. Keep on mentioning there is no fathering which is happening. This becoming completely mothering as parenting. Disastrous outcomes of living 100% parenting on the mother. Disastrous outcomes. उस लड़के को, एडल्ट को, 23-24 साल का है, जरा सा कुछ बॉस ने बोल दिया वो रो रहा है. दिस इज 100% मदरिंग विच हैज हैपेंड. थोड़ा क्राइसिस आया वो रो रहा है. गाड़ी का व्हील चेंज करने को बोलो वो रो रहा है. आई गॉट हर्ट, मतलब क्या हर्ट, मतलब व्हाट? I mean, Chhatrapati Shivaji would be like, इस सबको काटो. What nonsense is this? Just finish this, guys. What is happening in this country? And then the women are wondering, where are the men? And in some of the IT offices, what has happened with this George Soros funding, the deep state, what is doing in our country right now? अभी कल बोल रहे थे साड़ी पहन के आओ तो प्रमोशन हो रहा है. Some Pride month, I don't know what that is. क्या चल रहा है उधर IT सेक्टर में? तो डाइवर्सिटी बोले तो he has to wear a साड़ी, then he gives a promotion. What is going on, man? So I don't know. I mean, this is what a free printing of dollar does. दिमाग कितना खराब कर रहा है मुफ्त का डॉलर, कि ऐसे सब बजट निकल रहे हैं कि जितना विचित्र सा बिहेव करोगे उतना ज्यादा प्रमोशन. So when this reality strikes, it is going to be so brutal. जहां पे कुछ कॉर्नर्स में हम सुन रहे हैं that IT fellow suicide, he's jumped from the floor. Why? Because first of all, because of the packages, he is already misbehaved with the parents. He is already misbehaved with everyone, so much so that now when he faces crisis, he cannot even talk. And he's already taken those EMIs. And when you inquire, they are like, मंडे को अमेरिकन्स आते हैं जूम कॉल पे कुत्ता बिल्ली लेके और बताते हैं कि वीकेंड में कहां कहां पैसा उड़ाया. एंड सिंस आई डिड नॉट हैव एनी स्टोरी टू टेल, तो मैंने भी वीकेंड में पैसा उड़ा दिया. दिस इज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग. So without bringing strength to the family, and who is responsible for bringing the strength to the family? It's the father. It is a man's responsibility. You are the owner of the house. It is the father's responsibility. It is the absence of the fathers which is causing these social deviations. The father in the family is the first policeman, and if he is not going to do his duty, you are going to get this kind of children who cannot marry. They cannot marry. because they don't know what their role is. Completely absent fathering to an extent where youngsters, they take the keys of the vehicles and drive it in a way they kill 2-3 people. Where's the father? The mother has no control. Some of them don't even know where their husband and the wife are. Some have outsourced their parenting. Parenting is outsourced. So when the capitalism model says that individual is the smallest economic unit, the communism model is saying unknown mob asking freebies is the smallest economic unit. It is only Sanatan economics model which is saying family is the lowest economic unit. Which is why in none of the two theories they are even mentioning the word family. Neither Adam Smith mentions family nor Karl Marx. And not surprising, with the endless printing of dollars, they destroyed family as an institution in America and the rest of the West, and spreading these deviations and weird behavior as something elite to be. In fact, I talked to some of the NRIs. They told me कि बहुत जल्द LGBTQ तुम्हारे घर भी आ रहा है. I'm like, why? Why it has to spread? They are saying whatever America does, the rest of others have to follow in the next 5 years. That's the advancement, that's growth. And why this much individualism has to happen, and why do you think this concept of individualism has even to come up other than those companies who want to make profits? Because you are an alone individual, you will require a separate property for you, you will require a separate, all kinds of separate assets for you, which is why companies want you to be individuals. No wonder Adam Smith capitalism brought this kind of level to the Western citizens, that they are now with cats and dogs. And what happens with those single women society in the West? They are asking freebies from the government. Or they don't want to marry a man because the man is going to have some kind of demands, at least cook food or whatever. The state is not going to have any demand. So in the West, this so-called women empowerment section of women are telling the state, men से tax collect करके हमको free में दो. I don't want to tolerate man in my life, so the state has to collect tax on gunpoint from men and give it to me. Meaning zero duties for the family, zero duties for the community, and the state should give that benefit collecting from him and to me. And what do I give back? Some votes. The other day I was asked why there is nothing about men's rights coming up. It certainly won't come, because I have more faith in Muslim men talking about men's rights than probably OAC will talk about it rather than some scope there, probably. And particularly for the last 30 years, the way they are showing content on screen. Complete destruction of values, complete destruction. And all the experiments are happening with a dharmic marriage. वो लड़की का शादी हो रहा है, कोई और आके बैठ जाता है. Then some lover is coming, then the husband dies, फिर उसका प्लास्टिक सर्जरी, फिर उसके देवर के साथ शादी, फिर वापस कोई लवर आता है, फिर वो जिंदा हो जाता है, फिर तीसरा मैरिज, कहीं से बच्चा निकल के आ रहा है. For the last 30 years, the deep state has funded so much money to the content, especially Netflix और ये सब जो चल रहा है OTT platforms पे, almost distributing content in a way that it is almost certain that they will destroy your marriage. And with every relationship that is being experimented to, just 3 days back, this lady, Indira Jaising, she's put up this petition कि 16 साल तक आप अलाउ कर दो इसको, consensual relationship. You imagine the kind of harassment that will happen with the kids. वो कहाँ से इनको funding आता है? Who's planting this thought process? And imagine girls at such young age having exposure to 4 or 5 different kind of men. How will she settle with one man when she has seen multiple qualities at its peak in different kind of men? One man who's spending more on her, one man who's giving full attention to her, one man who's with good education, one man who's taking her to drive and vacations. How will she settle with one man? Because one man cannot have all these attributes. What are you trying to do with the nation with this kind of petitions? The judiciary has gone to the dogs, and she is amicus curiae. Do you even analyze the after effects of this kind of laws? That woman is never going to be satisfied across the rest of her life because of this exposure. Who's going to be blamed for this? And this weaponization of law is not just about unmarried people. This weaponization of law, when they are talking about equal rights to men and women in the parents' properties. Now let me tell you the fundamental concept of how parents' wealth is distributed between a daughter and a son. How it should be, how ideally it used to be in ancient Bharat. So since the girl has to marry and go, the movable property was given to her. And the son is supposed to stay. He used to be given the immovable property. Which is why at the point of marriage, she is given gold ornaments or whatever that is. What has now become the term dowry. Certainly not the men supposed to demand stuff, which is the ugly thing that it has now become. It is 100% supposed to be her property, whatever is being given. So the system was made in a way that the daughter gets first, much before the son. And why is she being given? She is being given this so that at the starting point of marriage, the young couple does not waste the golden 5-10 years, which are the foundation years of her life with the husband and the new family, in some cash collection activity. Just so that she does not waste time in some job and dedicates full time to her motherhood and the relationship. This was the objective why the girl's parents used to secure the starting point of her married life, so that the young couple does not destroy time, the golden time, in cash collection activities. Even the relatives of the guy would give gifts that would be used to build a home. Some vessels, some furniture, so that the couple does not waste time in cash collection. The family and the community ensure that they start life in a positive way without any stress, financial stress. And as soon as she marries, she automatically becomes 50% legal owner of all the wealth the guy's ancestors have accumulated till date without doing anything. I mean, tell me what the girl has done that she has to become 50% owner immediately. What did she do? So the system was designed in a way that the guy's parents will ensure her security. When they will die, they pass on the inheritance. So they secure the end point of their life. and the girl's parents secure the starting point of their married life. This was the balance which was created in such a way that in every festival the girl would come to their parents' house and celebrate the festival. Now the Western nonsense, complete nonsense, they don't have any festivals. Their festivals is taking off clothes and roaming about. They don't have any festivals. They don't have any relationship. So to them it makes sense. Deploy law and ask for equal rights. Now what are the consequences for the Indian society? Every festival the daughter is supposed to come with the family, celebrate with the family, and when she goes back the parents give some gift to her. That's a kind of little curiosity which is left. That is how relationships are maintained. But the justice system thinks, no, she needs to deploy law, ask equal property and destroy relationships with the brother. Imagine tomorrow when the parents will not be there, who's going to call her if she has applied law and asked for equal property? Is the judiciary even thinking what social capital or a dharmic life means? How important it is for a daughter to come to her family. Does the judge even understand what Indian marriage systems are? You imagine the plight of that lady who's not able to go to her home. Eventually, in some cases, people from this side are also going to misbehave with her. Do they even imagine the consequences? Now that you don't have any relative on this side, obviously that side is going to exploit you. Some family member will comment something. But no, we want equal rights, we want equal property. In fact, parents today are giving more than 50% to their daughters already. And much in advance to their sons that they are giving to the daughter. And what is the point when you see that the son's family is going to take care of the parents across the life? What is the intent of law? Do they want to better the relationship or they want to spoil the relationship? What's the objective of this deployment of law? If you don't even understand Indian family systems, why do you even open your mouth with this kind of opinions? So this is a complete attack on the Indian systems. On the dharmic sense of values, you see families today, what is happening is this kind of fights for properties and wealth, नेक्स्ट जनरेशन को तो पता ही नहीं है. जिसके लिए आप केस फाइट कर रहे हो अपने ब्रदर्स सिस्टर्स के साथ, जिनके लिए पैसा इकट्ठा करना चाह रहे हो, उनको पूछा भी है कि डू दे वांट दिस रूट टू एंड व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू प्लांट in terms of their future, when you know that community strength is going to be the only layer of security in the future, उसको तुम लोनली बना के तुमको क्या मिलेगा जिसके लिए ये पैसा तुम केस करके इकट्ठा कर रहे हो. एंड बाय द वे, कितना भी आप वेस्टर्न टेम्पलेट इंपोज कर लो, understand that when a bank is giving a loan, right, they know that iska bhai elder Ambani hai, right? तो आप बैलेंस शीट और रेशियो कुछ भी बना लो, when the banker sees कि इसके फादर भी बिजनेस में है, इसका ब्रदर भी बिजनेस में है, इसको लोन दे सकते हैं. So none of the Western templates are actually going to work because these are tried and tested Indian systems across over centuries. So before you question any of this wisdom, you need to have enough empirical data to give options कि ऐसा क्यों करने का है. So when our ancient, when they select a marriage candidate, how they used to go about it, 15 to 20 years of continuous community duties. That is how they check the legacy of the opposite family. कि उनके पेरेंट्स, उनके ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स, बच्चा भी आ रहा है साथ में, 15-20 साल सब कुछ चेक किया. What do they eat? What time they wake up? How they work? How their children operate? After checking that entire stuff and the sacrifice and the funding and the service they give to the community, after that they finalize a marriage candidate. Not a single one of the forefathers had divorce. Not a single. But you don't want to go down that path. I mean, you realize even the rich families in the ancient times, the richest ones, once or twice in a year, they will call the entire community, they will cook food on their own. Hotel wala nahi. Our ancestors I am talking about. They will call the entire village, bow down to each person, serve food. After doing 15-20 years of community duties, they get the right candidate for the child. एक एक को झुक के खाना खिला रहे, बना के, ingredients ला के, बना के खिला रहे. Then they selected the candidate. उसको नहीं पूछ रहे बच्चे को, उसको क्या पता है. And they used to say also, तुझे क्या पता है, तू बैठ जा. We have finalized this. This is final. बट नहीं, ये नहीं करना है हमको. तो वो लिव इन वाला ये वेस्टर्न टेम्पलेट जो बता रहा है, अननोन लोगों के साथ एक्सपेरिमेंट करो. दिस इज द कॉन्सेप्ट विच इज स्पेशली इन टियर 1 सिटी. एंड द पेरेंट्स आर नाउ गिविंग अप, क्योंकि खुद कम्युनिटी ड्यूटीज करानी है उन्होंने. स्पेशली जिनके रिलेशनशिप्स खराब हो रहे हैं, ये उन मदर्स के बच्चे हैं जो गांव से भाग के सिटी में आए थे, बहुत सारा इंडिपेंडेंस लेके, इन लॉज से अपना हिस्सा लेके, झगड़ के, ये लेडीज अपने हस्बैंड को उठा के टियर 1 सिटी में लेके आई थी. इनके बच्चों के डिवोर्स हो रहे हैं. समझ में आ रहा है? So it is there is a planted problem in the parenting itself by the mother, because she herself felt कि मैं आजादी लेके आई हूं. That is the parenting she has sown in the daughter. ये daughters का कभी stable marriage हो ही नहीं सकता है. It's not possible. It's all about parenting, clearly about parenting. And I'm not saying कि कुछ injustice नहीं हुआ होगा, या I'm not giving my judgments on that, but I'm telling that who are these people who are getting divorced? These are children of mothers who brought their husband to tier 1 cities after fighting from the joint family and taking their share. Who thought कि अब तो मैं आजाद हूं, अब मेरे को कोई कपड़ा धोने को नहीं बोलेगा, ये वो कोई सर्व करने को नहीं बोलेगा. और वो उस लेवल पे चला गया है कि अब कोई रिलेटिव्स, not even a crow comes to their home. Even the crows are scared. Relatives तो दूर की बात. So when you are about to select, when we are talking about building a Sanatan economics model and the family ecosystem, when you are about to select someone, ensure that relatives are visiting that home. ऐसा नहीं कि एडम्स फैमिली जैसा, वो कार्टून जैसा. If the relatives are not visiting, it's a big red flag. The relationship between the candidates' parents as husband and wife, their relationship is a big signal of what is going to happen with you. Right? So if the son is not, if the father of the son is not able to respect the mother of the son, that will continue. 5-10% plus minus, which is why it is very important to assess how the parents are living with each other, how much respect the child has for their parents, how much respect they both have internally, the candidate's parents. That is going to come down to you whether you realize it or not. Right? So, fathering is a very big component of family unit. Please understand the importance of this. You might waste 10 hours a day in some job. Why don't you cut down the grid of spending, cut down some hours, and do invest something in your children? You might collect a lot of funds if you don't do it, but then there are brutal consequences of an absent father. Brutal consequences, especially after the age of 6. 90% role is of a father. Until the age of 6, 90% role is mother. After the age of 6, 90% role is father. This is the only way you can build back the family unit strong again. Right? So there was one clip which I was seeing. बच्चा समोसा लेने जाता है शॉप पे, यूपीआई नहीं चला, कैश था नहीं. द शॉप ओनर टोल्ड, अब तेरे दादाजी थे ना, ये ले जा, अभी बाद में दे जाना पेमेंट. दिस इज द सोशल कैपिटल ऑफ द फैमिली यूनिट इकोनॉमिक्स. द शॉपकीपर न्यू द नेम ऑफ द ग्रैंडफादर. राइट? तेरा यूपीआई नहीं चल रहा है, कैश नहीं है, फिर भी ले जा. राइट? So, if we go back to those, at least some portion of those values, especially emotional quotient, as I said, my grandmother was our Disneyland. उन्होंने जो stories सुनाई है, right? I don't know what is happening with today's women, but they don't even know that the grandmother are supposed to tell stories. Whether they know the stories or not, remember or not, I don't know. But the amount of wisdom that they translated with those stories, transferred those emotional quotient to you. So much important for the grandkids to have that kind of exposure. Parents are not going to have this kind of knowledge either, nor they would have the time to pass it on. Right? Which is why grandparents are so much important. Access to grandparents. And again, family unit is one. Second is community group. So the mandirs used to be the ecosystem which connected the entire community. Now you have to work out a model in a way where your economic activities, your daily activities are linked to at least one mandir in the area. At least select one and build on it. Build a capital on it. Right? कल को say I want a person for an AC repair. It should not happen that some Rohingya is coming and he is doing a Reiki of how many women you have inside your home in the name of repairing an AC or a laptop or a refrigerator. So only when you take the economic activities and build it around the mandir ecosystem, you will have the community strength and security. Whereas in the West Asia, we have continuously seen how when the West Asia became entirely Islamic, it is pure imposition of the model of Kul, Jati and Varn. They are following it to the T. That is the secret of their success. Kul, family strength, Jati, community strength, Varna, occupation strength. जो एंशियंट भारत का मॉडल है वो उठा के they have been this successful. And why I'm saying Vern as well, you land to an airport in Maharashtra and you look at the cabs over there, you will find one Hindu, 9 Muslims. Next time you land, all 10 are Muslims. दिस इज वाई वर्ण ऑल्सो वॉज गिवन बाय एंशियंट भारत के वर्ण भी स्ट्रेंथ बनाने का है, ऑक्यूपेशनल स्ट्रेंथ भी बनाने का है, सिर्फ फैमिली और कम्युनिटी स्ट्रेंथ नहीं रहे, सिर्फ उतने से नहीं होगा, ऑक्यूपेशनल स्ट्रेंथ भी चाहिए, राइट? सो इफ यू हैव अ लॉट ऑफ ब्रेन, well, find out the technology solutions for the labor intensive jobs. If you think that well, I'm so well read, I'm so educated, why will I do some labor task? If that is the thought process, why don't you deploy your brain and find out some automation for that labor task? Find out those solutions. If you are not able to do this, try this. It's not that there are no unemployed people in the other section, our section. ऐसा तो है नहीं कि अनएम्प्लॉयड नहीं है. एंड द वैल्यूएशंस माइंड वेल with this global reset, the valuations are going to come back to the skills based model. And right now all the labor intensive tasks, all of it is captured. ठीक है, जो एसी में सीधा डेस्क जॉब पे पैकेज लेके बैठ रहे हैं वो हिंदू है, वो जाने वाला है. Those numbers are going by 2030, as I've been saying. कि सिर्फ एक डिग्री का कागज दिखा के इफ यू आर वंडरिंग कि मेरा 15, 20, 30 साल का करियर चल जाएगा, नॉट गोइंग टू हैपन, वोंट वर्क. So try reclaiming back all those tasks which are skills based, which have slipped out of your hands. And this will only happen once you have congregation. Congregation not just like this, congregation like they have 5 times a day. It almost operates like a war room. It operates like a war room. And somebody, when I had a discussion about this, कि सारे जो जहाँ रोहिंग्या बांग्लादेशी इलीगल्स के ग्रुप्स बनते हैं, धीरे धीरे उसमें से बाकी सारे उनको हटा के दे कैप्चर द एंटायर बिजनेस, बी इट अ फ्रूट सेलिंग बिजनेस, वेजिटेबल बिजनेस, व्हाटएवर दैट इज. Even Ola and Uber, sometimes they hide the identities and they still come. Right? So if morning to evening you are going to make payments so that they can buy weapons for you, how wise? Morning to evening you are making payments, and these illegal Rohingya Bangladeshis are buying weapons out of it. They've already marked your properties. So this physical displacement have to be questioned and challenged. And this can be challenged only with a, as I said, Kul, Jati and Varna strength. So while you continue competing with each other within the section of your society, they are building a cartel, non-competitive cartel of cutting out everyone else. So in West Asia, what happens? How do they do this? In here, in Bharat, this section of people are called Tablighi Jamaat. They ensure these cartels. So outside of their religious circle, which are doing some different kind of activities, they have a specific circle called Tablighi Jamaat, specifically working on task and job role cartels in the name of religion. So imagine how intelligent the dissection that they have made, कि वहां जाके अगर बिजनेस वाला डिस्कस करेंगे तो वहां पे क्लैश हो जाने वाला है, तो यहां पे मैंने अलग ग्रुप बनाया, यहां पे मैं बिजनेस डिस्कस करूंगा. While our businessmen continue sitting in secular bodies like CII, they ensure that every Sunday they meet with the bishop, and that guy cuts 10% outright from the profits to be deployed for conversion. In fact, profits of lot of so-called secular schools, colleges and universities a section of their profits directly going to conversion, and they are openly printing it in their annual report कि हमने इधर दिया donation missionary में from your fees. They are publishing it in the annual report. कोई छुपा हुआ नहीं ऐसा नहीं कि छुप छुप के हो रहा है. Annual report of public schools, secular schools, missionary schools की नहीं बात कर रहा मैं. पब्लिक स्कूल्स, सेक्युलर स्कूल्स, यू ओपन अप देयर एनुअल रिपोर्ट, वो साफ बता रहे हैं हमने इतना इतना डोनेशन दिया मिशनरी एक्टिविटीज में. सो अनलेस एंड अनटिल पेरेंट्स देमसेल्व्स वेक अप टू रियलाइज हाउ दे आर गोइंग टू सिक्योर द फ्यूचर ऑफ देयर चिल्ड्रन, एज आई सेड, at least give a sibling to your single child, at least. And those people who are rich, they can go for 3 children. And don't tell me inflation, because वो जो गरीब है उसका तो बर्थ रेट मेंटेन्ड है, तुम्हारा प्रॉब्लम है. जो इन्फ्लेशन झेल रहा है उसका तो बर्थ रेट मेंटेन्ड है. द प्रॉब्लम इज विथ अपर मिडिल क्लास एंड द रिच. तो प्रॉपर्टी किसके लिए बना रहे हो, किसके लिए छोड़ के जाने वाले? दैट्स द क्वेश्चन. इनफैक्ट लॉट्स, देयर आर हंड्रेड्स ऑफ फैमिली बिजनेसेस जो जिनको पता ही नहीं है कि मतलब दादाजी ने 40-50 साल चप्पल घिस लिए, वो बिल्ड किया 100-200-300 करोड़ का बिजनेस कंटिन्यू करने के लिए. बच्चा बोल रहा है मैं कोई ऐप बनाऊंगा, और वो भी कैसा बनाना है. इफ यू मीट दैट गाय, वो इंग्लिश में बोल रहा है, दादाजी को समझ नहीं आ रही. दादाजी बोल रहे मेरा ये लास्ट 2 साल है, तुमको जो करना है करो. ये इंग्लिश में फाड़ रहा है और बोलता है मैं ऐप बनाऊंगा, 6 महीने में ऐप बेच दूंगा, इतने $1 मिलियन. बस उसको भी काम नहीं करना है. दादाजी बोल रहे मेरा लास्ट 2 साल है, ये बोलता है मैं ऐप बनाऊंगा और ऐप बेच दूंगा. ऐप चलाना भी नहीं है उसको, बेचने के लिए ऐप बना रहा हूं, काम करना ही नहीं है. और दूसरा वाला बोल रहा है कि मैं तो खाली इन्वेस्टमेंट देखूंगा, फैमिली ऑफिस, मतलब जो कलेक्ट किया है बस उसमें से मैं पैसा लगाऊंगा, बस दैट्स ऑल. नो रिस्क टेकिंग, कुछ नहीं कि जो करंट बिजनेस मॉडल है उसका कुछ मैं इंटीग्रेशन करूं, वर्टिकल हॉरिजॉन्टल, कुछ नहीं. बेच कैसे देना है, दैट दे हैव ऑल आइडियाज फॉर इट. जो जमा हुआ है वो बेच कैसे दे, वो उसका आइडिया लेके आ रहा है वो दादाजी को. अनबिलीवेबल. दादाजी लाइक मेरे पिताजी 40-50 साल काम किए, मैं इतना साल काम किया, ये लोग बेचने का आइडियाज दे रहे. इमेजिन दिस इज अनदर एग्जांपल ऑफ एब्सेंट फादरिंग, राइट? क्योंकि पूरा टाइम मम्मी के पास ही रहा है, वो उसी में ग्रूम हुआ है, और स्कूल और कॉलेज में भी पूरा लेफ्टिस्ट सुन के आया है. तो उसको शॉर्टकट वाला सारा आइडिया आ रहा है कि कैसे पैसे शॉर्टकट में बना लूं मैं. कंप्लीट एब्सेंट फादरिंग, क्योंकि फादर ने टाइम ही नहीं दिया है, वो खाली कैश ही कलेक्ट कर रहा था. तो घर पे क्या चल रहा है पता ही नहीं, वो बच्चा ऐसे ही बड़ा हुआ है मदर के साथ. मदर और वो लेडीज ग्रुप ने उसको जो पता नहीं क्या सिखाया, आई डोंट नो. उसके पास बेचने का सारा आइडिया है, बना हुआ एस्टैब्लिश बिजनेस, मैं इसको इतने में पकड़ा दूंगा ऐसा. दादाजी भी लाइक मेरे को ये हार्ट अटैक दिलाएगा, मैं 40 साल से इसको बचा के रखा हूं, ये बेचने का मेरे को आइडिया दे रहा. एंड ही इज लाइक, सी सम बिजनेसेस हैव कैप्चर्ड मार्केट्स ऑफ अदर कंट्रीज. तो पूरा का पूरा आप छोड़ दोगे? आई कांट बिलीव. And one of the Hindu organizations top leader, they called me for a speech. I went there. 2 brothers, established business. Elder brother has 2 sons. The elder son went to Canada. फीस भरा, जॉब नहीं है, यहां से पैसे भेज रहे. The younger son is saying, आपने उसको भेजा ही क्यों, आए अब मेरे को भी जाने. एस्टैब्लिश्ड बिजनेस है, दिस गाय इज रिटायर्ड, उनके यंगर ब्रदर है, ही हैड वन डॉटर, गॉट मैरिड, nobody interested in the business. तो ऐसे पूरा बिजनेस उठा के डन. पहला वाला जॉब ढूंढ रहा है, दूसरा उसके पीछे जा रहा है पापा का कैश लेके, दोनों मिल बैठ के खाएंगे. एस्टैब्लिश्ड रनिंग बिजनेस बीइंग क्लोज्ड. जॉब करना है, क्यों करना है? फ्रीडम. अब वो कनाडा में वहां पे पिज्जा डिलीवरी कर रहा है फ्रीडम में. यहां पे दादाजी ने कुछ मंगवाया, दादाजी ने कुछ काम दिया तो पेट्रियार्की है, टॉक्सिक पेट्रियार्की है. दादाजी ने डांट दिया तो प्रॉब्लम है? वहां पे बॉस डांट देगा तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. वहां पे बॉस इंटरव्यू में फेल करता है तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. यहां पे दादाजी ने पैसे देने से मना कर दिया कुछ स्पेंडिंग करने से तो प्रॉब्लम है. वहां पे बैंक लोन का एप्लीकेशन कैंसिल कर रहा है तो मजे आ रहे. व्हाट इज गोइंग ऑन? मतलब दादाजी टॉक्सिक पेट्रियार्की है, बैंक नहीं है. बैंक मना कर रहा है तो अच्छा लग रहा है. What exactly is going on? And this is being labeled as freedom. $40, $50, $60 lakhs, 1 crore. यहां पे कुछ बिजनेस सेट कर लो. Why do you want to waste this much? And in Punjab, they are selling land. They're selling land and going. Can you imagine? For driving trucks in Canada, man. है उसी लैंड पे ट्रक घुमा लो इधर है, दो रोज 3 चक्कर लगाओगे. हाँ, दादाजी विल डिपॉजिट एट द एंड ऑफ मंथ भाई. हाँ, ऐसे ही चक्कर घुमा के आजा उसी लैंड पे. तो दादाजी शुड प्रॉमिस कि भाई तू कुछ नहीं करेगा, तेरे को मंथ एंड पे इतना डिपॉजिट कर लेंगे. अब वहां जाके लैंड बेच के वहां घुमा रहा है ट्रक. वॉट एवर दैट मीन्स. मतलब कुछ समझ ही नहीं आ रहा क्या चल रहा है. और मदर को देखो तो अपने सर्कल में बता रही मेरा बच्चा तो गया, वो गया गया. शी इज टेकिंग प्राइड अबाउट इट. मेरा बच्चा तो पहुंच गया वहां पे ट्रक चलाने. अनबिलीवेबल. मतलब टोटली सेंसलेस. कोई लॉजिक नहीं बन रहा है, कुछ भी नहीं बन रहा है इसका. एंड व्हाट फ्यूचर आर यू टॉकिंग विद दिस, स्पेशली व्हेन दे देमसेल्व्स आर फेसिंग लेऑफ्स ओवर देयर. व्हाई शुड दे गिव यू जॉब? मतलब तुम्हारा कोई ये है क्या, तुम्हारा राइट है क्या उधर? ऑन व्हाट बेसिस? इनफैक्ट मुझे एक्स पे भी लोग पूछते हैं जब मैं बताता हूं कि ये ऐसा होने वाला है, ऐसा रीसेट. वेल, नंबर जो भी हो, 3 हो 30 हो, जो भी हो, विल सी व्हाट विल हैपन बिकॉज देयर आर मल्टीपल फैक्टर्स. लेकिन आप ये समझ लो कि 65, 70, 75 रेट पे भी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कैंसिल ही होने हैं. मार्जिन ही नहीं बचता है. चाहे 3 रुपीज हो या 65 रुपीज हो, मार्जिन बचता ही नहीं है आपको काम देने को. 65 पे ही नहीं बचता है. 12 आवर्स का टाइमिंग का डिफरेंस है. ओके, अगर आपको वो कुछ काम दे रहे हैं एंड वंस द रेट बिकम 65, 70, 75, आधा से ऊपर का तो मार्जिन ही नहीं बचता है कि तुमको काम क्यों दे. सो वेदर इट बिकम्स 3, 30 और 65, द आउटकम इज द सेम. द आउटकम इज गोइंग टू बी द सेम. जब उनके पास पेमेंट करने के लिए पैसे ही नहीं है, आप कैसे दादागिरी करके बोल रहे हो नहीं मेरे को चाहिए? हाउ डज दैट हैपन? पेमेंट करने वाले के पास पैसे नहीं है, वो हार्डली दे आर लिविंग पे चेक टू पे चेक, 3 times अ मील, एंड यू आर सेइंग नहीं नहीं ये वर्ल्ड कंटिन्यू करो. कैसे करें? they diluted their currency with reckless printing. कोविड के बाद उन्होंने जो प्रिंट किया, प्रेसिडेंट ट्रंप ने 8 ट्रिलियन का और बाइडेन ने दूसरे 8 ट्रिलियन का 8 साल में 8 साल में 16 ट्रिलियन छाप दिए। किसको पूछ के? हाँ, किसको पूछ के आपने करेंसी खुद डिस्ट्रॉय करे हैं, ब्लेम ब्रिक्स और एशिया को दे रहे। एंड पीपल हियर इन द डिल्यूजन कि अभी भी काम चालू रहे, लाइक इट्स लाइक मतलब ऐसे राइट है, डिमांड है भाई, कंटिन्यू करो इस वर्ल्ड को। हाउ डू यू कंटिन्यू दिस वर्ल्ड? जो पेमेंट करने वाला है वो गरीब हो गया तो कैसे पेमेंट, मतलब हाउ डज दैट हैपन? मतलब सो नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग द कॉमन इम्प्लीकेशन। तो बोलते नहीं वो डेमोक्रेट्स वापस आ जाएंगे तो हो जाएगा। डेमोक्रेट्स थे तब भी मैंने ये प्रेडिक्शन दिया था, ऐसा नहीं कि ट्रंप आए तो ये होना है। और दोनों ने 8-8 ट्रिलियन छापा है। 8 ट्रिलियन ट्रंप ने छापा है, 8 बाइडेन ने छापा है। एंड द पीपल वंडरिंग हियर कि अभी भी चाहिए वो वर्ल्ड ऑर्डर। हाउ इज दैट पॉसिबल? राइट, सो अंडरस्टैंड दैट अ बिग चेंज इज कमिंग, एंड मोर देन दैट द चेंज दैट इज कमिंग इन इज गोइंग टू कम इन योर लाइफस्टाइल, बिकॉज ये डॉलर्स के इन्फ्लो ने वेपनाइज किया था इकोनॉमिक्स। स्पेशली ये सारी सिटीज मुंबई, पुणे, हैदराबाद, चेन्नई, बैंगलोर, जो गलत तरीके से बिल्ड हुई है डॉलर के वेपनाइजेशन से, एनआरआई रेमिटेंस, आउटसोर्सिंग के कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स की वजह से, जो लोग अपने फैमिली में अपना हिस्सा तोड़ तोड़ के एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर को जमीन बेच बेच के, अपना हक लेके, जमीन तोड़ के, फैमिली तोड़ के ये सिटीज को गलत तरीके से बिल्ड किए थे। यू हैव टू एडमिट, स्टार्ट एडमिटिंग योर फेलियर्स फर्स्ट। तुम्हारा फैमिली तोड़ के इधर आए, कैपिटल पकड़ा दिए कंपनीज को और खुद बन गए जॉबर्स, ठीक है, और सब कुछ आउटसोर्स हो गया तुम्हारा। बाजू में अननोन नेबर रहता है आपके, बैंक से लोन उठाया हुआ है, रिलेटिव कोई आता जाता नहीं, फैमिली लाइफ पूरी डिस्ट्रॉयड है, ईएमआई लेके बैठे हो। एंड देन यू टेल मी, जो जिस प्रकार से अब्राहमिक इकोनॉमिक्स पे पूरा बिल्ड किया था ये सारा सिटी, कि भाई कहीं से कोई रेमिटेंस आएगा तो मेरा सिटी चलेगा, कोई मेरे को आउटसोर्सिंग का काम देता है तो मेरा सिटी चलेगा। हाउ लॉन्ग इज दैट मॉडल गोइंग टू कंटिन्यू विच इज बिल्ड ऑन वन लाइफ? स्पेशली जहां पे डेट बेस्ड, अभी एक रिपोर्ट आया है क्रेडिट कार्ड का सबका इकट्ठा हो गया, ये यही लोग हैं, ये वाले ही। क्योंकि जूम कॉल पे अमेरिकन कोई स्टोरी सुनाने वाला है कि उसने वीकेंड में कैसे पैसे उड़ा दिए, तो मैंने भी उड़ा दिए। ये वही लोग हैं जिनका क्रेडिट कार्ड का डेट इकट्ठा हुआ है, अभी न्यूज में जो आया है। And now they are wondering, blame देंगे फिर गवर्नमेंट को और क्या? at the last that's what's going to happen. So it were you who were sponsoring the western lifestyle. वो अपना लाइफस्टाइल का बिल तुमको ट्रांसफर कर रहे थे, इसीलिए उनका फ्री का मेडिकेयर हो रहा है। पहले कैश फ्लो समझो कि चल क्या रहा है। वो अपने डॉलर के परचेसिंग पावर से डिसाइड कर रहे थे कि कौन सी कंट्री की कौन सी सिटी पोल्यूट होगी, मैन्युफैक्चर करके प्रोडक्ट्स बना के उनको देगी, और वो अपने क्लीन क्लाइमेट में रहेंगे। डॉलर तय कर रहा था। अब ब्रिक्स प्लस मना कर रहा है। ब्रिक्स प्लस इज सेइंग तुम तुम्हारा लेबर एब्यूज करो, तुम तुम्हारे नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज यूज करो, तुम रियल प्रोडक्ट बनाओ, उस प्राइस पॉइंट पे लेके आओ, तो फिर मैं तुमको रियल प्रोडक्ट देता हूं। दिस इज द चेंज विच इज कमिंग, एंड इट इज गोइंग टू बी पेनफुल फॉर ऑल दोस पीपल जो ये फेक ग्लोरिफाइड जॉब्स नकली के जो खड़े कर दिए गए थे पिछले 30-40 साल से, जिसमें कोई प्रोडक्टिविटी नहीं, उसको किस बात का पैकेज मिल रहा है उसको भी नहीं पता है। He has no clue। मतलब वो सीधा ग्रेजुएशन कंप्लीट करके कैंपस प्लेसमेंट में जा रहा है, उसको 6, 10, 12, 15, 20 लाख His father is wondering, मैं 40 साल से नौकरी कर रहा हूं, ये पहले ही दिन ऐसा क्या कर डालने वाला है ऑफिस जाके जो इसको 20 लाख का पेमेंट होने वाला है. ऐसा कौन सा जादू वो करेगा. एंड ही इज ऑल्सो, मतलब उसको पता भी नहीं है कि ये डॉलर प्रिंट होके डायरेक्ट मिल रहा है उसको, राइट. जहां पे 5 के स्टाफ की जरूरत है 50 रखे हुए हैं. 500. और बिलिंग आवर्स का है ना, बिलिंग आवर्स. हाँ. एंड दिस पीपल आर सो स्मार्ट, उनको लग रहा है कि हम अमेरिकन को बेवकूफ बना रहे हैं. इनको लग रहा है कि वो अमेरिकन को बेवकूफ बना रहे हैं. अमेरिकन वर वेरी क्लियर के डॉलर छाप के आपका सारा मेरिट आईटी सेक्टर में खींच के ले जाके आपके बाकी सारे सेक्टर में उन्होंने इनोवेशन होने नहीं दिया. आपका मैन्युफैक्चरिंग गिरा, आपका फार्मिंग में कोई इनोवेशन नहीं हुआ, आपका सारा डिफेंस में कुछ नहीं हुआ, आपका स्पेस में कुछ नहीं हुआ, ना एआई का कुछ हुआ. और इधर भी तुमने कूली वाले ही काम किए. आप उनको बेवकूफ नहीं बना रहे थे, वो आपको बेवकूफ बना रहे थे. आपका मेरिट ड्रैग करके ले गए टैक्स सेक्टर में और कूली वाला काम कराए. और सिर्फ इतने से नहीं हुआ है, कितने साइंटिस्ट, 1500 से ज्यादा साइंटिस्ट मार दिए उन्होंने. ये वो लोग हैं जो डॉलर में बिके नहीं, जो भारत छोड़ के नहीं गए, उनको टपकाया गया. अवर साइंटिस्ट जो एनआरआई नहीं बने, जो डॉलर की लालच में बिके नहीं, उनको मार दिया गया. So, as we conclude today, one of the most important promise that you need to give it to yourself is that you are going to build a family and a community unit, a very strong family and a community unit. Never tell any woman that she is non-working. Never ever tell any woman that she is non-working. It was our mothers and grandmothers. Her hair has gone white in ensuring a crime-free society. She is the only individual at home who is ensuring 4 or 5 members are giving maximum productivity to the nation. You are asking dedicated hours, each individual is asking dedicated hours from her personal life on a daily basis with 100% attention to you. 4 or 5 family members of your family. And what are you able to give her in return? You call her non-working? How dare you? You misbehave with her? Do you even realize? All our grandmothers, mothers, I do agree there can be non-working men. There is no non-working women. Forget about it. Start respecting women who are doing the biggest job of nurturing the next generation for the nation. There cannot be a bigger task than this that she is doing. I don't know why the economists are unable to plug the contribution of these women and give them equal respect with some kind of an index. I don't know how they have failed in this. Utter nonsense. If you are just going to count something in numbers as contribution, you are not able to understand and all those women after the age of 50. Remember that if you as a family member are not able to give even 20 minutes from your day dedicated to listen to her and talk to her, Remember, that lady could have done a job and collected cash. She did not do that. She spent her entire life into building you and your father. And now, after the age of 50, if she has to ask money from you, it is a very sad story if she has to ask money and time from you. Don't do this. Start respecting women, especially the one who are homemakers. They are not non-working. They are doing more work than any single individual who going for a job. Because they are maintaining the festivals, they are maintaining the relationships, they are maintaining the culture, they are grooming the next generation, and they are the ones who are going to ensure the birth rates to maintain this civilization. Give this promise to yourself that all these women after the age of 50 should not be asking money from you. She should have that much money. And you are giving your dedicated 20 minutes from your day, for your entire day, to listen to her, sit with her, talk to her. Jai Hind.